Good morning, wrestling fans. Today is Sunday, September 10th, 2023. Lance Brock here. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. Hope everyone is having a great Sunday morning so far. Last night, there is a new episode of 360 Wrestling Fanatic. Episode 489 is now available, talking about AEW Saturday Collision, which we now know that Samoa Joe and Roderick Strong will be competing in the semifinals of the Grand Slam Eliminator Tournament. The winner of the tournament will face MJF for the AEW World Championship in New York at Arthur Ashe Stadium. And on this morning's episode of GMWF, since I haven't talked about it yet on any of the podcasts, I just wanted to talk real quick about Superstar Spectacle that took place Friday in India. This wasn't broadcasted anywhere, so this was just more of a house show. I'm surprised though, because I remember the first time a couple years or so ago they did that in India. They had it live on Peacock, but for some reason this year they did not show it for some reason. And first we have tag team action. Sangha and Veer Mahan with Jinder Mahal in their corner take on the undisputed WWE Tag Team Champions Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. That ends in a no contest. And then we have a 6-man tag team match where Drew McIntyre, Owens, and Zayn defeat Jinder Mahal, Sangha, and Mahan. Natalya Neidhart defeated Zoe Stark. That sounds like it probably would have been a pretty good match to see. The WWE Intercontinental Champion Gunther defeated Shanky. Braun Breaker defeated Odyssey Jones. I didn't know that Braun Breaker was making the trip there to India, but I'm just gonna kind of drift away a little bit and talk about what happened on NXT last Tuesday night. The match, Braun Breaker and Von Wagner, the finish of it that saw Braun Breaker place Wagner's head on the steel steps and then take the other part and brutally slam him down on his head on USA. They made it look like this devastating thing. The cameras even cut off the commentators yelling and so upset that they saw something so devastating right in front of them. But then it came out online, a video from a different angle that was not shown on the television broadcast, where you could see that the steps hit the other part of the steel steps. Did not connect with the head of Von Wagner. And if I was that, I disagree with that person. I don't think should have posted it online. It's kind of ruining it. And I kind of think that was kind of a rude, disrespectful thing of the person who posted it to do. Because that kind of ruins the whole thing there with this angle. And I'm sure maybe not a lot of people have seen it online. Maybe it might more so be the hardcore fans. Now back to Superstar Spectacular. The Women's World Champion Rhea Ripley, representing the Judgment Day, defeated Natalya Neidhart to retain the title. And in the main event, John Cena and World Heavyweight Champion Seth freaking Rollins defeated Imperium, Ludwig Kaiser, and Giovanni Vinci. Actually, now that I read the results of the card, it doesn't really sound like anything like a real big card that they would put on the network, but I'm still kind of surprised that they didn't, though, especially since with Peacock and the WWE Network. Who knows, maybe next time they go back to India, they might broadcast it. And then in October is the next Crown Jewel event, I believe, in Saudi Arabia. I'm sure that is going to be on Peacock and WWE Network as usual. Coming up, we got this Tuesday Impact 1000, which was taped last night in White Plains, New York. Luckily, I have been able to avoid any spoilers so far. Like I always talk about here on the podcast, spoilers are something that just, for me, kind of takes some of the fun out of watching it if I know what is going to happen before. So Impact 1000 coming up this Thursday. Or did I say Tuesday the first time? Yeah, sorry about that. It's Thursday. And I was thinking one thing. I'm guessing this is just going to be a regular 2-hour episode of Impact. And all they have advertised so far, though, this looks like this is going to be a really stacked episode. They have all the returns of names from TNA/Impact's past. They got Ultimate X. They got Feast or Fired. They got Alex Shelley defending the Impact World Championship against Trey Miguel. All that on the show in just 2 hours. So either that every match is going to be real short and every segment going to be short, or they're going to maybe space it or break it up into 2 weeks. Maybe make it a special 2-part episodes. Because I've always wondered that. When a TV show does do 2 parts, does that count as 1 episode or does it count as 2 separate episodes? So that is all for this Sunday episode of Good Morning Wrestling Fans. Thank you everyone for tuning in. Remember, if you have any questions, comments, or anything, you can leave your feedback for last night's AEW Saturday Collision. And you can also still leave your feedback for last Friday night's Impact Wrestling Victory Road Impact Plus special in the comments section right here on Spreaker, YouTube, or whichever podcast app or website you listen to on. Either one would be fine. I don't know if I'm going to do 360 Wrestling Fanatic tonight, but I do hope to have a new episode up tomorrow night talking all about WWE Monday Night Raw. But I will be back tomorrow morning for the Monday episode of GMWF. So hope everyone will be here for that. And until I talk to you all tomorrow morning, have a great pro wrestling day.